Hello students, in this video we will learn about data types and variables. Whenever we make a program, we need to store some values or data. So the place where we store those values is known as variables. Means variable is a place in the memory where we store some value. Now let us look at the definition. Variables are nothing but reserved memory location to store values. As I told you, variables are used to store some values. This means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory. Based on the data type of a variable, the operating system allocates memory and decide what can be stored in the reserved memory. It means when for any data type, we have to tell the operating system that what is the data type of the variable. The operating system allocates memory and decide what it can store based on the data type. So therefore, by assigning different data types to a variable, we can store integers, decimal numbers, characters, or boolean data types in the variables. Now let us understand the concept. Whenever we make any program, we need to give a name to a variable. So this is a variable, and with the variable we have to tell the compiler that what is the data type. Here the data type is int. We will study about these data types in the next slide. So here the data type is int and the value is 20. So it means when this statement executes, it will create a memory. It will reserve a memory in the RAM for the variable, and the name of the memory will be same as the variable name, and the 20 will be stored in that memory. So this is how we can initialize data in the variable. First we have to write data type. We will study in the next slide about these data types. Then we have to give the variable name, and this variable name must be an identifier, and then finally we have to give a value. So students, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification for all the videos. Okay, now let us move ahead about data types. Data types. Java has a variety of data types that allows programmer to pick the data type suitable to the needs of the application. It means in Java we have a lot of type of data types. According to the situation, according to the data, we can choose the data types available in the language. Data types can be broadly divided into two categories: primitive data type and reference or object data types. So this is the complete structure of the data type. It is divided into two categories: primitive and non-primitive. Primitive can further divided into four parts: integer, floating point, character, boolean, and these integer again divided into four categories. We will discuss about these: byte, short, int, long. And floating point means the numbers which have decimal point will be stored in float and double. And character data type For char and boolean, there is only boolean data type. So first, let us discuss about primitive data type. Primitive data type are the fundamental data types and are also known as intrinsic or built-in data types. Primitive data types are predefined by the language, means these are already defined in the language. In Java, there are total 8 primitive data types: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, and boolean. Now let us look about these data types. First one is the byte. Byte data type used 1 byte of space. The range is -128 to 127. It means at least 128 -128 we can store, and at most 127. Means in between this range we can store the values if we have chosen byte data type. The default value is 0, and you can see the example. Byte A is what? Data type, and we stored 100. And byte B, we stored -50. Next is short data type. It uses 2 bytes of space, and the range is -32,768 to +32,767. It means within the range we can store the value if we have chosen short data type. The default value is 0, and this is the example how we will use the short data. We have to write short, then variable name, then value. Value must be in this range. Next data type is int. It uses 4 bytes of space, and the range you can see -2 billion to +2 billion. Within this range we can store the value. Default value is 0, and this is the example how you can use the int data type. If we have a very long number, then we will go with the long data type. This data type use 8 bytes of space. The range is this. You can see a very large number we can store in the long data type. Default value is 0, L. L means long. Example, long A is equal to 100 L. Why we write L? Whenever we use long data type, we have to write L with the values. Otherwise, compiler will consider it as a int value. If we want to store decimal numbers, then we have two data types, float and double. Float data type use 4 bytes of space, and it can store up to 7 significant decimal digits. It means after decimal point, 6 to 7 decimal places it can store. Default value is 0.0f, and how to store the value in float? 15.24f. We have to write f because if we don't write f, the compiler will consider it as a double value. Next is double. It uses 8 bytes. In double we can store 15 significant decimal digits. Default value is 0.0, and you can store a number like, you have to write double, variable name, then any number that you want to store. Next is char data type. Whenever we want to store a character, we have to use char data type. It uses 2 bytes of space. The range is 0 to 65,535. Both are inclusive. Used to store any character. Java uses Unicode character set, which is combination of 4 hexadecimal values. It means we can store any kind of character in Java. There are total 65,000 characters that Java can support, and each character in Java have a Unicode character. And a Unicode character is a combination of 4 hexadecimal values. Okay, so for G, the Unicode character is /U0047. Default value is /0. An example is C is equal to A, where C is variable and this A, whatever the character you want to store, must be written in lower case. Next is Boolean. It uses 1 bit of information. There can be only 2 possible values, either true or false. Default value is false. Example, Boolean A is equal to true. Now the next is reference data type. Reference data type, also known as non-primitive or composite data types. These data types are derived from primitive data types. It means whenever we want to create reference data type, we have to use primitive data type, and the size of these data types is not fixed. The examples are array, class, interface. So this is all about this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any kind of doubt, you can write in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.